It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to and asks what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from this year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Wolverines will kick it away to start. And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense has the ball first today. Ohio State pulled out a classic and won close over the Wolverines last season.
Man, it's so nice to know you got a team that in the biggest moments in the game, the huge rivalry game, your big game of the year, they can come up clutch and make those big plays. Ohio State did a year ago. Can this team handle the moment now against the new Michigan team?
Well, oftentimes in great rivalries like this, the game is going to go right down the wire. And that loss last year, that really propelled Michigan this offseason. They did extra sprints. They spent extra time in the weight room. Fourth quarter, that was a major point of emphasis all offseason, getting ready for this one. They know they've got to dial in this one late.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. That big play really has them in business. It's first and 10 from the 11. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. This drive was clicking along, but now it's second and 14. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. Power ahead. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll move the tight end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to adjust the pattern. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, third and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Michigan's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the thing. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Motion from the wideout. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets a block. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score a TD.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going to take off. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got his man. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Gets away from one, finds room. He's loose on the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll return it. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've jumped on top right out of the gate, trying to add to a 17-7 lead. From the gun, the ground game. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He'll try it again. Looking for room at the 40. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Slings it downfield. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
And when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. The short hands. It's Daniel. And the defense stops it just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He'll keep it on the seat. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, These are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Hit a little speed bump on this drive at 2nd and 12. The play action fake. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Never a doubt. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it on the right. There he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Skips away from pressure. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Wolverines are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Uncorks it. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Lost to fire on 2nd down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Snagged out of the air. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Wake Forest is done. It's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over East Carolina. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The inside handoff. Turning it on. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he passes on, and he coughs it up inside the 20. Grabbed by the kicking team. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Pressure coming. Quarterback gets the 1st down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tight end now in motion. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Daniel. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fires on the move. Got his man on the right. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They've moved it to the 19. 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. And this one is perfect.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Jones. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Michigan offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Got his man downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Wolverines. He shed like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. On the a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Makes it past the marker. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Still on his feet at the 45. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And we're going to call his name a lot today because this dude, he had over 100 last week. He has over 100 almost every single week because he's a staple in this offense. Puts up big numbers, makes big plays, and that's why he's also in the Heisman Trophy comp.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Ohio State is dotting Michigan Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, you know, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you know you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
Finds his man. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Flying out to the left. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball a different wide receiver.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Now this offense is back on the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Hard running there. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. They get through and it's blocked. Scoops it up and he's going to try to take it back.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up the day, man. You've been getting beat all over the place. You're trying to make the score a little bit closer, maybe fight back in, maybe get competitive. Even your field goal unit isn't performing well. It's just not your day, dog.
Finds his man. It's Miller. There he goes. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Line gets set. First down. Out of the gun. The running back has it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on third down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Grabbed over the middle. It's Daniel. All kinds of room to the right. Inside the 30. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Bringing the heat. Lets it fly. That's reeled in. It's Miller. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. To the ground with the back. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Now improvising. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Got it back on 2nd and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Big guy smells it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. There's an old school thought that says just take the 3 here, but that feels like a win for the defense. I'm going here.
Yeah, and there's a new school thought that says I'm inside the 2-yard line. It's 4th down. I'm going for it. I'm going to be aggressive. So I don't think you have many opportunities like this.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Off play action. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Complete to the right. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Man coverage is a bad idea against this guy. The Buckeyes always seem to have somebody that you can't handle one-on-one. Remember that great game Joey get? Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
Bounced off his feet. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
Yeah, and I think
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
this offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
You've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There's somebody else open on that play.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking left. He's got him wide open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Wolverines will hustle to the line. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Lofts one deep down the right side. Got his man. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Wolverines will snap it on first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Back to pass on second down. They get to him as he throws. Just tried to drop a little floater in there and it's incomplete. The Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Wants to keep it in the air. He's taking a deep shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, Gary. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. North Carolina was able to finish off a close one in Chapel Hill. Just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. From the gun. Give on the inside. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll lead the offense out there to try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Takes it the other way, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%.
Going for it all. Toast to coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the punishment has been extended. That might be the proverbial fourth-quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to...
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.